Today we're speaking with Julio Franca about how a successful supply chain academy looks like. So Julio, can you first give us a background about your experience in developing and implementation of supply chain academies?
Sure. I first got involved in around 2005 and 6 with the subject when at one of my previous employers I was invited to implement Supply Chain Academy at this top FMCG manufacturer, who is considered to be one of the best supply chains in the world according to Gartner rank. At that time we had been identified considerable gaps in supply chain skills and competences globally, and we need to develop a holistic solution to considerably raise the bar and raise the ceiling over 20,000 supply chain professionals globally. And then without that, the business would struggle not to deliver the expected top and bottom line results. Over a couple of years, we developed and implemented a very comprehensive supply chain academy solution, which included for every supply chain area, namely source, plan, make, and deliver, a detailed set of skills dictionary, job skills profiles, new blended learning solutions, including face-to-face courses, e-learnings, virtual gatherings, etc. Then learning frameworks, certification solutions, an integrated career path and principles solution, an integrated global supply chain portal, a learning management system solution, and LMS, among others. After this initial experience, then I moved into a top consultancy firm with a remarkable Supply Chain Academy e-learning solution, where I worked as a senior manager for nearly 2 years, being charged of global supply chain projects, among others, implementing supply chain academies in various clients across the globe. Then in around 2009, I then started Spin Consulting, a boutique supply chain consulting, and we further deployed these refined solutions in more than clients over the last 7 years. Again, in different industries such as food, personal care, pharmaceutical, chemicals, etc.
What are the typical benefits for the business?
Oh, this is a very good question, Dustin. Ensuring that your people possess the right level of skills, knowledge, and competencies is crucial for the success of any individual and business. Organizations usually recognize that to a certain extent, but however, they allocate a very considerable part of the budget on training learning solutions, which are underutilized in a considerably or even fully disconnected way when compared to the real business and supply chain requirements. That's a bit sad. So first and foremost, back to your questions, well-wired Supply Chain Academy can support supply chain leaders to lead their teams at a much higher level of performance, consequently delivering superior tangible results to the business. That's in all imaginable dimensions of supply chain, for example, safety, quality, service, costs, differentiated solutions, really you name it. Yeah. In addition to that, a learning and career integrated solution through a supply chain academy fully aligned to the business needs then enable the HR teams to closely measure and monitor the return on investment of these big training budgets they own. It's about doing much more than for their people, using with much less investment. It's so simple like that. I would say there are some other less tangible benefits and still very important ones, such as morale, power of attraction of talents, high performance culture, etc., etc. Yeah, but in all honesty, at the end of the day, it's about delivering more results, top line and bottom line, with spending less money at the same time. Yeah. Unfortunately, I still see some quite big organizations around that don't get the point yet and continue to burn their money by having a sort of tick-in-the-box approach for the Supply Chain Academy.
Can you go into a bit more details on that?
Sure. Implementing a high-performance Supply Chain Academy goes well beyond, I would say, of offering a portfolio of some courses on an annual basis. It's really a cultural transformation whereby supply chain and HR work closely together in terms of, one, understanding the real business and supply chain challenge. Then two, developing a fit-for-purpose supply chain academy solution, which encompasses the points 1 to 8 of my question 1, my answer to the question of 1. Point 3 is ensure that the gaps are identified on an individual basis, not a generic basis, and then therefore the learning solutions are then customized based on each one's department, individual geographic needs. I'll say point 4, implementing it through the entire supply chain based on a unique approach. So the professionals can develop their careers throughout the various supply chain areas. You have to bear in mind that at the end of the day, supply chain is a very integrative area. 5, I would say, strongly linking it through the annual reviews, development plans, and career progressions tools from the HR teams. 6, ensuring that the learning is always implemented back at work with clear targets of improvement and a clear measure of the return on investment. And for that, I like the Kirkpatrick model on that part.
What are the key success factors for a high-performance supply chain academy?
Well, I think it's a combination of all the above, which typically it's a big change management program. On top of the required technical solutions. Then due to the degree of newness involved, usually organizations are supported by external consultants like ourselves. I've seen some trials of implementing an in-house solution of Supply Chain Academy, but honestly it ends up most of the time in the old and wrong mindset of having the portfolio of a few outdated and not relevant courses available and running a couple of times a year. That's a very bad investment of the learning budget overall. Then in addition to that, success is needed. One, you need the sponsorship of the supply chain and HR leaders, which is definitely crucial. Then the understanding of the real top and bottom line benefits of it. So you would be really surprised on how often I find professionals with over 10, 15 years of experience that simply don't get it, don't get the point. Then point 3 is willingness to go through the required cultural transformation, which is not easy. Point 4, supply chain leaders are able to progressively take ownership as subject matter experts. And then 5, I would say a good tool systems able to collect, track and report data on a constant basis that can start as an Excel but evolve towards an LMS solution.
Thank you, and can you please provide a brief overview or a background about yourself?
Of course. I am a naval engineer with a master in finance and an MBA at the Rotterdam School of Management, which is a top 5 school in Europe for MBAs. I've been working in supply chain over 20 years, having spent, I would say, half of my time as a supply chain executive in big FMCG manufacturing, running operations, and the other half of my career as a supply chain consultant. Currently, I am one of the founding partners at Spin Consulting. So our website is www.spinconsulting.net. We are a specialized supply chain boutique who differentiates ourselves by delivering fast, tangible and sustainable results to our clients. Thanks again for having me here.